Stay diligent. The most I building this army, so now we militant. Yahweh Shai coming like a thief in the night. Gotta stay woke, gotta watch vigilant.
All praises to the Most High Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. We the Israelites, man. Like I was just telling you a second ago, brother. Hey, we gotta repent and keep these commandments in the last days, man. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. We gotta come back to that covenant. Hey, we gotta watch out. We gotta watch. Hey, you said I gotta watch out. You gotta watch, man. We gotta watch, man. We gotta know who we are in these last days, man. And we gotta come back to the covenant that we made with the Lord. You know, could you give me the book? Give me the book of Exodus, chapter 19, and verse number 8. Hey, because we made a covenant with the Most High. Moses was speaking to the Israelites. Do you know, first of all, do you know about the Bible? What do you know about the Bible? Do you know about Moses in the Bible? That's a good answer. But do you know about Moses in the Bible? What do you know about Moses? That little bit. Yeah, he split the Red Sea, and when he split that Red Sea, he freed some people. Yo, he before he split that Red Sea, and he went to a place called Egypt, and told Pharaoh, "Hey, to let my people go, so that they may serve the Lord." And Pharaoh wouldn't let them people go. So you know what? So I'm giving you a summary of it. Yo, hey, the Most High gave Moses the power to send death, pestilences, and sickness on the Egyptians to free our people. Yo, and then we walked through the Red Sea into the wilderness, and we roamed the wilderness for 40 years. But those people that Moses freed were called Israelites. Those were the people that Moses freed. They were the Israelites. They wasn't black people. They wasn't niggas. They wasn't African and Americans, because you can't be from two different continents. You see that? You can't be from two different places at the same time. Cause somebody give me Psalms 49 and 11. You can't be African and American. Africa and that one continent in itself has over 50 countries in it. They speak over 2,000. They speak over 1,000 languages over there. You know, so you can't say, okay, I'm just an African. Where in Africa are you from? What part of Africa? You can't say I'm American, because America, you know what I'm saying, wasn't America until Amerigo Vespucci, who was a Italian map maker. You holding that? You got that, King? Hey, bring this out. Bring out 49.
Book of Psalm 49, verse 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names.
America.
They call their lands after their own names.
Afrikaners.
They call their lands after their own names.
And so these so-called white people, let's just be frank, hey, they called these lands after their own names. You got Leo Scipio Africanus. He was a colonel or something like that. Leo. He was a Roman general. He said what?
Defeated Hannibal in the Punic Wars.
He defeated Hannibal, and that's history. You can look that up. Hey, and Amerigo Vespucci was an Italian map maker. Before the place was called Africa, it was called the land of Ham. That's what it was called. It wasn't called Africa. But we going back to this. Moses freed these people. He's part of the Red Sea to free these people who are called the Israelites. Give me that. Exodus 19 and 8.
The book of Exodus chapter 19 and verse number 7. And Moses came and called for the elders of the people and laid before their face all these words which the Lord commanded him.
Read it one more time from the top.
Book of Exodus chapter 19 and verse 7. And Moses came and called for the elders of the people and laid before their faces all these words which the Lord commanded him.
Brother, you gone, brother? Hey, brother.
Y'all got 2 minutes?
2 minutes in the words of the Lord?
Come on, man, just a couple minutes, brother.
See, our people, man. That's our people, man. Hey, they destroy, man. Hey, bring that up. Bring that up, man. You got that? They quick to run the mischief, man. Bring that out. As a matter of fact, hey, you might give me Deuteronomy 30 in verse number 1. The mighty brother just said, show me this precept. Alright, hold that. You bring that out. Cause man, our people are so quick. Hey, sister almost tripped over the damn rug. Don't even want to fly it. Don't even want to fly it. Don't you want to run from your nationality. You want to run from knowing who you are. Proverbs 6 and 18. Yeah.
The book of Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 18. And heart that deviseth wicked Salaki. I'll start at 16. The book of Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 16. These 16s do what the Lord hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him.
6 are an abomination.
It says 7 are an abomination unto him.
Man, that's a number of completion right there. Bring that up.
A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood. A heart that deviseth wicked imaginations.
Hey, all you do is sit on your ass thinking about wickedness. Thinking about how you gonna sleep with that man's wife. Thinking how you about to bounce that sister to the ceiling. You just sitting there thinking about last night's events when you was bouncing that brother's wife to the ceiling, man. With a blunt in your mouth. And pork for breakfast, man. You over here thinking, and you on a Shabbat cooking. That's when you really messed up. You're thinking about what you about to cook to eat on a Shabbat. Cooking pork, hitting the bacon. Hey, what the bacon doing? Popping, man. Off as hell. Read.
It says, and heart that deviseth. Hey,
Hold on, brother. And he got the blonde locks. He got with a booty face. Hey, sister. You got some time for the words of the Lord, sister? Come on, sister.
Just a couple
For the Lord. Not for me, but for the Most High.
I'm looking like she better. Look at that. Okay.
Cause sister, you got to.
Okay.
Because we're trying to save your life. We're trying to get you saved, get you salvation.
But y'all talk to me. I work at NAPS. So y'all always, I don't know if it's always the same people out here.
Nah.
But y'all have stopped me and Falani before and talked to us.
We did. So what's your nationality then? What you learned from us?
Honestly, I have no preference for real. You know, but I'm like that open-minded person that can understand, you know, where majority of each religion.
Could I ask you a question? Because we're not religious, right?
Well,
we're not religious. We believe in what the prophets said. And the prophets told us that certain things will happen to a certain people if they kept the Lord's commandments and if they didn't keep the Lord's commandments. Somebody, let me give you this precept right here. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and verse number 1. Could I ask you a question, sister? Is the so-called black people, Hispanic people, Native American people, are we equal? Do we get treated equal as everybody else in the world? Like, are we like at a high standard as a collective? Huh? Let me hear this right quick. This is prophecy. This is Moses speaking to the Israelites. Right, read this.
book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently.
Listen diligently. This is the King James Version Bible. You know, he said if you listen closely, listen, attentive.
If thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
And the voice of the Lord is the commandments. He's commanding you to do things, read.
To observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Hey, so you say that we're not above. So you say of course not. We're not above. So that means that the so-called black people who the Lord called Israelites didn't do something. Because that's a prophecy. Read. Give me that. Bring it up.
Book of Hebrews chapter 13 verse 9. Be not carried away with diverse and strange doctrines. For it is a good thing that the heart be established with grace, not with meats, which have not profited them that have been occupied therein.
Now, when I do go to church with other family members, that is like the Bible. I actually have that Bible at home.
So look, bring that out one more time. Hey, bring that out one more time for the sister, because you said you go to church, right?
When I do with other family members,
Yeah, because
that's the Bible.
Because look, the church is right. The church is right. Hey, the priests, the pastors, they don't teach you this knowledge. They're not going to tell you who you are in these last days.
Yeah.
They're going to tell you one scripture and then pass the plate. Look to your left, look to your right, and say, neighbor, all you gotta do is believe, and you good. That's what they're going to tell you. But that's not what we want. Hey, but we ain't gonna lie to you, sister.
Yeah,
We ain't gonna tell you no fables. Like the pastors do. They sit over there and tell you, they sitting there looking at you with the lustful eyes. They're looking at your legs, looking at your feet, looking at that Fashion Nova dress that you got on at the church. Like, yeah, sister, scheming wickedness on how they can sleep with you. You know what I'm saying? But this is not what we up here to do. We trying to get you saved, sister. Brothers got precepts flying. Bring it up.
The book of Malachi, chapter 2 and verse 7. For the priest's lips should keep knowledge, and they should seek the law at his mouth.
And the law is the commandments, like the Lord said in Deuteronomy 28 and verse 1. Listen diligently. Hearken, though. He's not teaching that. He's not teaching these commandments. He's telling you to stay away from them. Hey, come as you are. You go in that Bible, you go in the words of the Most High, you are never going to find that. You will never find, hey, come as you are. Hey, come here. Is it something that's seemly for a man to be a homosexual? I'm asking you. Is it seemly? Is that something? Is that like even though I'm not saying that you do. People condone these things. But at the same time, in their inward thought, it's not right.
Yeah, that's what they go, but
see that? And that's a comment.
No, but I mean, that's just something to leave alone.
Exactly. Look, see that? But it's not seemly. See, it's not seemly. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord said, look, let me bring it back right here. The Lord said, like you bear witness that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, we are not at a high standard in society right now. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said, after we what? Bring that in one more time. Deuteronomy 28 and 1. What you holding? Hey, why you getting that?
Well, I'm about to go, guys.
All right, well, let me get you just two more. I'm gonna make it quick. I know you busy, sister. I know you got time. I know you got something to do, sister. I'm gonna make it real quick. Just two. All right. 15 and then 68. Cause you know what? Do you know what prophecy is?
Yeah, like trying to spread the word and that prophet, that person, like Jesus.
That's like that's like being an evangelist. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we out here preaching the word to you. That's what we doing. We doing the work of evangelists right now. You know what I'm saying? But prophecy is something that is foretold that came to pass. Like if I was to tell you, hey, if you walk up the block right now, it's gonna be a big pit bull. It's gonna be a big fat pit bull with a human finger in his mouth. When you go up the street and you just walking, you see a big fat pit bull. He got a big thumb in his mouth. You're gonna be like, oh, how the heck you know that? That means I prophesied that. That means that's a prophecy that came to pass. Bring that up. 15. This what happened if we didn't keep his commandments. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
Not all these blessings.
all these curses,
We're going to be the same as the rest of the people in society.
all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Now, what is a curse, sister? Is it a good thing or a bad thing? It's a bad thing. He said all these curses are gonna come upon you and overtake you. And now this is one curse. Cause you said you could like that's one curse. Like we is not high in society right now. We is not, we low. That's a curse. Now read this. How did the so-called black people get over here? How did the so-called black people come into this place called America?
They say slavery. They say
What form of transportation? On a boat, right? Now this is a prophecy that happened not to no Asian person, not to no white person, not to no Arab person, but only to so-called black people who are Israelites. Bring that out right quick.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68.
This is Moses. Moses is speaking to the Israelites. Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Now, Egypt is synonymous with slavery because we were slaves in Egypt, where Moses freed the Israelites from. Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
What?
With ships.
PT Cruise.
With ships.
Hey, on a lime scooter.
With ships.
On a camel.
With ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
You ain't gonna know your culture. You ain't gonna know where you come from. You gonna think you just a black woman. You gonna think you just a Negro. You gonna think you just a African and American. You gonna think you everything else but what the Lord called you. Read.
And there ye shall be sold.
Hold up, cause what happened when you got off them boats?
And there ye shall be sold.
Can I ask you a question? What's your last name, sister? My last name Williams. Huh? Brown? The Brown Plantation. The Brown Plantation. That's your last name because before because what? Sold. Brown. Sold.
we need that one.
That's exactly what they did. Okay, Brown, sold. That's exactly what happened to you. Bro.
Have you ever been to that old courthouse up there? You ever went past it? Yeah, they used to sell slaves right on the steps. They used to sell slaves right there.
They sold slaves right there. Brown probably bought your ancestors from right there.
Brown sold.
Yeah, that's what happened. But read, continue to finish this out.
It says, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Unto your who?
Unto your enemies.
Hey, is this your friend? Who did that? Come on, Sluggy. Those are people that bought you. They did. Those are people that bought you. And the Lord said that you're what?
And there you shall be sold unto your enemies for bond men and bond women.
Slave man and slave women and what?
And no man shall buy you.
Now that word buy according to the Bible meaning redeem. Can't nobody redeem you. Now Martin Luther King and that dream that he had, they killed him because he felt like he realized that dream had a flip side to it. That damn, that's not what the dream was talking about. You know what I'm saying? They killed him. Marcus Garvey, they deported him. Malcolm X, they killed him. Everybody that tried to bring us together and redeem us out of this captivity, they were shot dead, or they were just pushed out of the way. What you got? So, look, Moses said, right, that these things will come to pass. He said these to the Israelites. Did he say these to black people? Did he say that these things will come to pass to Negroes? Huh? Alright, so who did that line up with though?
Line up.
What did that prophecy line up with? Does that line up with the so-called white man? Huh? Does that line up with the so-called Chinese man? Or did that line up with you and your people? Who are what though? But who did the Lord call you though? The Lord said you was an Israelite. He didn't say you were black. Your enemy said you was black. The Lord said you was an Israelite, sister. So you gotta read your flyer if you got any questions. What would your nationality be then?
I'm not really gonna choose right now or nothing.
I mean, it's not really
open. No, I really understood.
It's not really like a choice. You got a precept. Bring it up.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29 and verse 1. These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
Children of who?
With the children of Israel.
Negroes.
With the children of Israel.
So-called black people.
With the children of Israel.
So-called Mexicans.
With the children of Israel.
They made it with the children of Israel, man.
In the land of Moab, beside the covenant which he made with them in Horeb.
Look, he made that covenant with the children of Israel. Bring that up.
The book of Acts chapter 20 and verse number 28.
Bring it out.
Take heed therefore unto yourselves and to all the flock over the which the Holy Ghost have made you overseers, to feed the church of God which he have purchased with his own blood.
He said he did what?
Which he have purchased with his own blood.
He purchased us with his own blood, meaning because guess what? Back in those biblical times when we used to sin, we used to have to pay. We used to have to get a bullock, get 2 turtle doves or 2 young male pigeons. You know what I'm saying? Get the flour, get the almond with the wheat. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't had that much, you was going broke sinning. You had to pay. You had to straight pay. But Yahweh Shai has redeemed us through his blood by being that ultimate sacrifice.
Imagine having to travel all the way back to Jerusalem to do that.
Man, you gotta travel. You gotta get your house in order, and then take your bullock, carry it all the way over the mountains, all the way through the terrain, just to slaughter it, and then go all the way back home.
He said, or if you don't want to carry it, you gotta sell it at home. Then you gotta carry that bread all the way back to Jerusalem, and then buy the same thing just to offer it again.
You see, and now people just sin willfully out here and then wonder why they get their ass clapped by the police or clapped by their own person or catch the clap. Clapping some cheeks. It is off, but it happens. You know what I'm saying? Because the Most High ain't playing. Every sickness and every plague that ain't written in the book, you will have.
That's why I bring that out.
You see that? You know what I'm saying? Hey, bring that out though. Bring that out, Baba Kashah, that Deuteronomy 30, 1 through 7.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse.
I said the what?
The blessing and the curse, which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations whither the Lord thy God hath driven thee, and shall
Salakia. So you know what I'm saying? Hey, he said, we was driven through all the other nations. These blessings and these curses upon us, no matter wherever we at. They gonna go to down. What's that? We was looking for hoods in Arkansas. No, not Arkansas. Alaska. They had hoods out of Alaska, bro, and they were still going through the curses.
There's ice out there. They just drifted and smoking weed.
Drifting and smoking weed, and they destroyed, killing each other in the snow. Read.
Verse 2. And shall return unto the Lord thy God, and shall obey his voice.
Hold on, can I ask y'all sisters a question right quick?
Go for it.
Who is Moses according to the Bible? Who is Moses?
No.
What did Moses do? See? They said go for it. They didn't want to answer the question. They don't even want to deal with it. They don't even want to deal. Your own people don't want to deal with you. But you got a heathen over here, you know what I'm saying? Wanting to listen. Yeah. Big Kim. Right. Big Kim. Right. Big Kim. That's his name. Big Kim. JP. Madness. Ooh, wildin', man. Got the heathen one to listen more than your own people. Brother. See that? Brother wanted to listen. But then, man, finish bringing that out, though.
Verse 2.
Sister, you got some time here to praise the Lord, sister? You do? Don't run, sister.
Check out the YouTube.
I'm not running, I'll be back.
Okay. Bring that out, though.
Verse 2. And shall return unto the Lord thy God, and shall obey his voice, according to all that I command thee this day.
Return back to who?
Return unto the Lord thy God, and shall obey his voice, according to all that I command thee this day.
So look, after we've been scattered, in them places, we're going to return back to the Lord our God, through the Spirit. Meaning, guess what? We're going to, the Most High is going to return us back by, guess what? Giving us the spiritual discernment, understanding, and knowledge to keep his commandments. This is how we returning. We returning now, but guess what? Waking up, putting down the pork, putting down the shrimp, putting down the lobster, putting down bam niggas in the street, man.
Right.
We returning back to the Lord these last days by coming out here week in, week out, to make our call and election sure. And the Lord and to Most High willing get you niggas and Eves to get salvation.
Right.
But y'all don't want to deal with y'all brothers. Y'all want to stay destroyed for having lack of knowledge. I think that y'all don't know, you know what I'm saying? Y'all going to get destroyed, not knowing. Read.
Thou and thy children with all thine heart and with all thy soul, that then the Lord thy God will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all nations.
He said he's going to do what again with the captivity?
So, and will return and gather thee from all nations, whither the Lord thy God hath scattered thee.
Look, so then he's going to return our he's going to turn back that captivity that we in. Come on, brother. Come on, sister. Come on, sister. Come on, sister. Come hear the words of the Lord, sister. Come learn who you are.
This is the day the Lord has made.
This is the day that the Lord has made. Rejoice and be happy. Rejoice and be glad in it. See that? We're not reading now.
If any of thine be driven out unto the outmost parts of heaven, from thence will the Lord thy God gather thee, and from thence will he fetch thee. And the Lord thy God will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possessed, and thou shalt possess it, and he will do thee good, and multiply thee above thy fathers. And the Lord thy God will circumcise thine heart and the heart of thy seed, to love the Lord thy God with all thine heart and with all thy soul, that thou mayest live.
Drop that. Hey, sister, what's your nationality, sister? Sister, you too, sister. What's your nationality?
I got one. You got
Why is that a bad thing? Why do they feel condemned when they say, "Oh Lord"? Because you don't want to be accountable. Don't want to do this. It's not wanting to be accountable. Brother, come hear the word, brother. You ain't got nothing to do.
Ain't even on the phone, bro. Why you put it up in your ear, man?
Damn. It's your own people, man. Man, look. All praise to the Most High Yahweh. By Shema Mashak Yahweh.
1 in verse 25. In those days there was no king in Israel. Every man did that which was right in his own eyes.
And that which was right in his what?
In his own eyes.
Give me Proverbs, I think 14 and verse number 12, man. They what?
They ain't had no king. Yahushua is the king, but they don't understand him.
See, they don't understand. We trying to get y'all to understand that Yahushua is our king. He's coming back. Bring that out.
Said sister sitting there, we trying to get her attention. She talking about her birthday. Second Chronicles 36 and verse 14. Moreover, all the chief of the priests and the people transgressed very much after all the abominations of the heathen. And transgressed very much after all the abominations of the heathen, and polluted the house of the Lord, which he had hallowed in Jerusalem. I said, so our people steady chasing after the ways of the heathen, not knowing that they about to get destroyed, man, because they polluting the house of the Lord. I was like, because you got the man up here of the Lord bringing out the words of the Lord, and you want to sit here and talk about your birthday. Want to walk around with no clothes on, not being shamefaced, and in the house raising up the children like the Lord commanded you to do, man.
I got the kid out here with you. She can't even get in no damn club. Not even in no damn bar. It's my birthday. You gonna die on your birthday. Bring that out. Somebody give me that Proverbs 14 and 12 by Rikashaw.
The book of Genesis, chapter 40 and verse 20. And it came to pass the third day, which was Pharaoh's birthday.
Who?
Which was Pharaoh's birthday.
This Pharaoh, and he had the Israelites in captivity for 400 years.
Right.
Making us possibly making us celebrate his damn birthday.
Right.
That he made a feast unto all his servants.
He said he made see that? Made a feast on all his servants. Read.
And he lifted up the head of the chief butler and of the chief bakers among his servants. Now check this out. Leviticus chapter 18 and verse 3, right? After they left Egypt. It says, after the doings of the land of Egypt wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do. Right. And after the doings of the land of Canaan whither I bring you, ye shall not do. Neither shall you walk in their ordinances.
Right.
So look, he over here making us break the Lord's commandments. Keeping man, now you're gonna keep these birthdays. Now you're gonna do these. Hey slave. Hey you Hebrew slave. You was born on this day? Well, you're gonna celebrate it. I'm gonna make sure you do this. Hey sister. See how people are just so stiff-necked to go and do folly. To go and do nothing. Damn. That's straight madness, bro. Somebody got that for me. Proverbs 14 and 12. Bring it out.
The book of Proverbs.
Bring it out.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 14 and verse number 12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man.
Said what?
There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death.
The end thereof are the ways of death. You're going to die thinking that, I just know my own way. Like the sister was just standing right here. She didn't even want to hearken for real. Her heart was elsewhere. It wasn't sincere. Her standing right here, she felt conflicted, like, okay, her spirit, like, I should stay right here. But she let her flesh lead her off. Because that's what she wanted to do. She said, okay, this was it. This is what I feel like I want to do. I got an open mind. Your mind was so open, it wasn't on open to the words of the Lord. How your mind so open, but it's closed to the words of the Most High? Who got the precept first? He had it first. Here you go.
I'm gonna say, I'm like, hey man, just today we had some of our brothers said that WFI they strong on people, man. Bring it out. Proverbs 13 and 13. Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed.
Say what?
Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed.
Shall live.
Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed.
Whosoever despises the word shall be destroyed. Because how can we not show you not? How are we not showing you love? We out here teaching you, hey, sister, brother, wake up. Hey, death is around the corner.
Right.
Vengeance is around the corner.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna just go ahead and so now if I don't say nothing, and I'm like, yeah, sister, I just love you. You say I love you, brother. And I see you going, and I see you spiraling in the wrong path, but I don't say nothing. How am I being a watchman like the Most High made me? How am I living there? How am I applying Ezekiel 3 and 17? How am I applying that? How are you applying that command? How are you being a fisherman and you got your fishing pole just sitting there in the water and you lay back with your hands folded and your hat down? How are you applying it? What you got, King? Bring it out.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 15 and verse 10.
Bring it up.
Correction is grievous unto him that forsaketh the way.
You said what?
Correction is grievous unto him that forsaketh the way. And he that hateth reproof shall die.
So what?
He that hateth reproof shall die.
He gonna live.
He that hateth reproof shall die.
You're gonna die. You despise the word. You despise the prophets. You despise your brother. You hate your brother in your own heart. But we're not expressing love to our people. We're telling you, brother, put the pork down. Brother, sister, put a dress on. Sister, put a dress on, sister. Sister, put a hair out. Brother, put the weed down, brother.
Right.
Brother, just pour that right there on some Yahoo. What, .com? Come reeking the weed.
Yo!
Yeah,
I didn't even know what the hell that meant.
You mean God in Hebrew.
Oh,
You mean God in Hebrew.
God in Hebrew. Alright.
It's a thing that Yahoo guys say.
Oh, I see. I didn't even know. I thought he was talking about like Yahoo. Like he was like Yahoo, like the dude, like the dude from Texas dude. He said we're going to Mississippi. We're going to Georgia. Yeah, that's what I thought he was saying. I was like, what the hell, nah, brother tripping. You gotta put the weed down, man. Brother had on the daggone the cowardly lion mask, man. He had the lion ears on with the lion snout on the forehead and lion paws on his hand.
Wait, did he?
Yeah. He had a whole lion suit. That's madness. Bring it out though.
The book of Proverbs chapter 14 and verse 27. The fear of the Lord is a fountain of life.
Man, that's that wisdom, man. You hear that, proverb? That's the wisdom right here. Bring it out.
The fear of the Lord is a fountain of life, to depart from the snares of death.
Apart from the snares, that's traps of death. That's traps. You ain't got that fear, hey, you're gonna get caught in that trap. Bring that up. He said, here you go. Brother's trying to precept. All praise to the Most High.
Book of Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman.
He made you a closed-eyed man.
I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
To who?
Unto the house of Israel.
Around the whole world.
Unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word in my mouth and give the warning from me.
This say, hold on, give a warning. Hold on, read that again from who?
Said, therefore hear the word in my mouth and give the warning from me.
He said, from me. Give the warning from me. Because when I touch down, I'm coming to tax that ass. So give the warning from me. Read.
When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die.
He said what?
Thou shalt surely die.
Hey, the wicked shall surely die. So when you despising the words of the Most High, when you not listening to the prophecies, and when you sit over here, you showing hate towards your brother that's trying to express love to you by giving you this warning from the Most High, that's going to show that, guess what? You're despising the wisdom, and you will surely die. You will get caught in that snare and die in it. It's like when you ever seen one of the movies where they got that grass patch over the big hole, and they walk down that hole, and then they fall right into the damn spikes. That's you. That's what's gonna happen, man.
Said that movie too. They had the carpet in the living room.
Yeah, and a big ass hole in it, the acme hole, the anvil, and you know what I'm saying? Give me the book of Galatians 4:12, and I'm gonna just go ahead. Give me Baruch 4:1. Bring it out. Galatians 4:12.
The book of Galatians chapter 4 and verse 12.
Hold on. Hey brothers, y'all got some time to hear the words of the Lord? Hey, can I ask y'all a question? Would y'all hate somebody that told you the truth?
No.
Huh?
No, sir.
You wouldn't hate nobody that told you the truth, because that's what we out here to do. You know what I'm saying? We out here to tell y'all the truth that y'all so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are Israelites, are the Lord chosen people, and y'all kings on the earth. And we gotta stop being like these other nations, man, and stop doing their customs, because that's not our culture. That's what we out here for, man. Hey, but bring that out though.
The book of Galatians chapter 4 and verse 12. Brethren, I beseech you, be as I am, for I am as ye are. Galatians 4 and 12. The book of Galatians chapter 4 verse 16. Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth?
See, and when you tell your brothers and you tell your sisters the truth, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to hear it. They don't want to be accountable for it. Now, guess what? You the one at fault. you'll become their enemy. You know what I'm saying? Because you're telling them, hey, stop breaking the Lord's commandments. Oh, you ain't better than me. You think you... I made a comment the other day, I forgot you was one of those Job Corps Muslims. A long time ago, brother. That's like a once upon a time. That's like what that was. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, hey, stop going to church on Sunday. That's not the Lord's day. You got to keep the Sabbath day. Now become an enemy. Oh, what you mean? We used to go up in there and catch the Holy Ghost, remember? You know what I'm saying? So, hey, put the pork down, brother. You just thought, brother, man, you were just eating pork, bro. Remember I just bought you that Baconator? You know what I'm saying? That's how they do. You know what I'm saying? They want to bring up the times of old. You know what I'm saying? Hey, brother, you can't keep sleeping with that. Man, we used to go on 2-mans all the time. So I'm smoking weed, brother. You was the wood roller. It's madness. We'll bring that out.
Book of Sirach, chapter 36 and verse 6. Give new signs, perform new miracles, show us your glorious strength. Bring on that appointed time when everyone can talk about the great things you do. Pour out your furious flame and anger, and let none of our enemies survive. Destroy those who have oppressed your people. Crush all those enemy rulers who you think they are only people in the world who matter. Give the tribes of Israel together again and give them back their land as you gave it to them long ago. Lord, have mercy on Israel, the people who are known by your name, who you called your firstborn son. And with that, Providence Water!